Shalom. I want to say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. All praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and blessings and salutations to all the brothers pushing the truth throughout the four corners of the earth. This is the brother Jeremiah from the GMS Miami Church. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to myself and also to the viewers that will be watching, Lord willing. In this lesson, I want to talk about, taming the tongue, speaking less, all right? Speaking less, not talking as much, all right? Me being a young brother in his faith, I need to apply this scripture even more, We have to apply these scriptures, okay? So I want to go into that. The lesson is about listening more, not talking as much. It's best to be quiet. This is Ecclesiastical chapter 32, verse 7. Speak, young man, if there be need of thee, and yet scarcely when thou art twice asked. Let thy speech be short, comprehending much in few words. Be as one that knoweth and yet holdeth his tongue. So that goes into, speaking less, not talking as much. All right. It says, let thy speech be short, comprehending much in few words. Be as one that knoweth and yet holdeth his tongue. You may know the answer to something. It'll be best to just keep it within and not blurt it out. So we have to apply these scriptures. We have to hold our tongue. We may know the answer to something, but we have to hold our tongue. We may want to say something, but we have to hold our tongue. Verse 9, if thou be among great men, make not thyself equal with them. And when ancient men are in place, use not many words. Hey, this is a brotherhood, right? Right. Within the brotherhood, it's great men within the brotherhood. Among the camps, it's great men. You got elder brothers in the camps. You don't want to make yourself equal with them. Great men, and starting with the apostles and the elders on down. And the apostle elders, they're great men. Also men in various camps across the globe that's pushing Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai in truth and sincerity. Those men are great men. It says what? And when ancient men are in place, use not many words. That goes into being what? More quiet, on the quiet side. Verse 10, before the thunder goeth lightning, and before a shamefaced man shall go favored. When you shamefaced, that means you're lowly and humble. Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai will have favor upon you. By us ruling our spirits and not speaking as much, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai will have favor upon that man. Let's get the next scripture. And this is Ecclesiastical chapter 14, verse 14. Use not many words in a multitude of elders, and make not much babbling when thou prayest. The point is that, the first part, use not many words in the multitude of elders. Once again, there are elder brothers within the camps. So with that, use not many words in the multitude of elders. That's plain and straight to the point. I want to read verse 17. Humble thyself greatly, for the vengeance of the ungodly is fire and worms. Hey, we have to be humble in this thing. Being humble is key. This is Ecclesiastical chapter 6, verse 32. My son, if thou wilt, thou shalt be taught. And if thou wilt apply thy mind, thou shalt be prudent. If thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding. And if thou bow thine ear, thou shalt be wise. So, hey, we have to listen more. We have to listen more. We have to listen more. If thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding. If thou bow thine ear, thou shalt be wise. Right? We have to listen more. If you love to hear what the bros have to say, what the apostles have to say, thou shalt have understanding, receive understanding, and thou shalt be wise. Verse 34, stand in the multitude of the elders, and cleave unto him that is wise. Be willing to hear every godly discourse, and let not the parables of understanding escape thee. And if thou seest a man of understanding, get thee betimes unto him, and let thy foot wear the steps of his door. It's a brotherhood. It's a body. Therefore, we cleave unto one another. You know, we hear a godly discourse, but guess what? We're listening. We're hearing it. Let not the parables of understanding escape thee. We have to, soak up what the bros are saying, what the elder brothers are saying. We have to soak it up and listen. By us taming the tongue, that goes into ruling our spirit. This Proverbs 16 verse 32. He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth the spirit than he that taketh a city. This scripture talking about being slow to anger. That's better than the mighty. All right, and then it says, and he that ruleth the spirit than he that taketh the city. So, hey, we have to rule our spirit in every aspect, which is easier said than done. We just have to apply and learn and try. We have to try to rule our spirit. Be on more the quiet side. Yeah, brother, may I ask you, are you okay? Why? How come you're not talking as much or whatnot? It's nothing personal. It's just, hey, we just trying to keep order. I'm saying we as a body, especially the young men, we trying to keep order and not talk as much. The scripture say offend less. This is Proverbs 25 verse 28. He that hath no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down without walls. So that goes into ruling, our spirit. The way we our speech, we have to rule it. We have to rule that. What we about to say, we have to rule it. Make sure we saying the right thing and not trying to offend nobody. We not trying to offend nobody. No brother is trying to offend anyone. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. Offend less. Ecclesiastical chapter 17 verse 25. Return unto the Lord and forsake thy sins. Make thy prayer before his face and offend less. We don't want to offend Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. We don't want to offend his men. All right. That's why it's best to you know, be on the quiet side. And that's what I'm learning, is to be on the quiet side. Don't talk as much. Keep order and don't talk as much, you know. That's what I'm learning. Is to keep order and don't talk as much. That's what we all learning, you know. Not trying to step on no man toes. Especially if you deem that person a man of the Lord. The next scripture I want to get, Slakia. Here. So James 1, verse 19. Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath. We have 2 ears for a reason. That's to hear, you know. Slow to speak, slow to wrath. Not being so angry so easily, right? So that's the point. Slow to speak. Slow to speak. Slow to speak. Next scripture. All right. The point is made. This is another scripture that I'm looking for. The point is made. There it go. It's Ecclesiastical 20, verse 5. There is one that keepeth silence and is found wise, and another much babbling becometh hateful. You don't want to be a Mr. Know-it-all. You don't want to be in that Mr. Know-it-all spirit. And you don't want to be a babbler. We don't want to be a babbler. It says, there is one that keepeth silence and is found wise. That's the best bet. Just, hey, don't talk as much. Verse 6. Some man holdeth his tongue because he hath not to answer, and some keepeth silence knowing his time. A wise man will hold his tongue till he see opportunity, but a babbler and a fool will regard no time. He that useth many words shall be abhorred, and he that taketh to himself authority therein shall be hated. Yep. That's right. It says, verse 18, to slip upon the pavement is better than to slip with the tongue, so the fall of the wicked shall come speedily. And we all slip with the tongue. The tongue is hard to tame the tongue, but we have to try to tame the tongue. Verse 19, an unseasonable tale will always be in the mouth of the unwise. Well, that's it right there. That's the point. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. Kal halayim la Yahweh bahasham Yahushai bahasham rachak wadash. All praise to Yahweh bahasham Yahushai bahasham rachak wadash. Double honors to my apostles and the elders that rule well at Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect To you, I say shalom.